Hello YouTube, this is BUB'S Comics coming at you with I don't know, kind of an unboxing, but basically what we've got here is a Kickstarter that I ordered some time ago. I did get it in a little while ago, but I hadn't had a chance to show it off yet. So you guys know I'm into Cavewoman books and Budroot art, and there's also another artist that works on that series from time to time. He hasn't done too much. In fact, he'd only done 1 or 2 books prior to this one, but it looks like he's got a few more books, which is exciting to me because some of the other artists I'm not real keen on. But he's got, his name is Andrew Mangum. So let's take a look at what we got on the Kickstarter. I like to support these Kickstarters because they're not necessarily always going to be the best deal. But if you can't get the book anywhere else and you like getting extra stuff kind of for free, then that's where I jump in. So I'm not one of these guys who's going to spend $200, $300, $400 on getting some amazing thing from Kickstarter on these comic books, but I will support a book that I was probably already going to buy anyway, and then get a bunch of the free stuff along with it. So I'm kind of a cheapskate on these things, as you'll see. So here's the main book that we got, which was Cavewoman Metal Age #1, covered by Mangum there. This is the A cover. Now on these Kickstarters, oftentimes they have just as many covers as they would if they were on the rack. So this one had quite a few covers, but I went ahead and went with the A cover. Normally I get the Budroot covers, but this time I just didn't feel like going that route. So this also is a Mangum cover. That was from another run that he did, but it's kind of the prequel to this one. So Cavewoman Razor's run, I like that one a lot. And then this one is just an example of some early Budroot work on the book. So, but I really like this one. I thought, as far as covers go, there were maybe a couple of slightly better covers, but the A cover, I want to say the A cover and the B cover were both like the regular price, which was $8, which is not bad for one of these books. Usually when you buy these books after it's gone through Diamond or whatever, they cost anywhere from, I mean, the crappy ones, I say the crappy ones, the ones that don't have anything special about them, or the ones that are the A cover with the artists I don't care for as much, they can be as cheap as like $4. But usually the better covers all run you around $10, or sometimes 15. So, and if you get any of the nude variants or the naughty ones, they're like $20. So good to get this one. I liked it just fine. I don't need to have the nude covers for all of these, so that worked out well for me. And like the bike on there, she's got a sword, and this one she carries it, which is not normal because usually she's a jungle character. So this is kind of out of character. When you see that sword there, with it looks almost like a hawk or an eagle head for the hilt. So if you see that, you appreciate that. And very cool in her mostly classic outfit, if not for all like the metalish boots and stuff. So obviously this is an attempt to cash in on the metal craze that DC's going through, but I'm good with that. I like a good cheap cash in. So that's what I paid for, basically $8, and then I just watch and see what all their perks come out at. And I'm a late supporter. I usually jump in on these things in the right before they close. I'll jump in and support it. And the reason I do that is because I kind of like to see what I'm going to be getting. I kind of like to see where it's headed and how many of the perks I'm going to end up with. So that's what I do there towards the end. Generally, is I support it the last week or so. So first off, they give you this neat little sticker, which I'll probably do nothing with. Then you got this bookmark, which I do like. So that's pretty cool. See if we can get it to focus on that. I like that a lot. And I only have a couple of bookmarks, so this is good. You know, when you're reading a comic, you probably don't need a bookmark, truly. But if you're reading a trade, those bookmarks come in handy if you're going to put it down, and especially if you're reading multiple trades at the same time and you can't remember where you're at on each one when you pick it back up and you have to thumb through. Sometimes I'll read halfway through another chapter, I'm like, oh wait, I remember this, and you got to go back. This one I don't know who this is. I haven't read the book yet, but so I'm guessing that's one of the bad guys or whatever characters. So, but it's like a little trading card. So that's cool. We'll take it. These are the ones that I got really excited about, these next set of things. So this is one of the covers that Bud Root did. So they give you, it's kind of a postcard size. Maybe it's a 4x6. So, and I love this one. And I almost got this one for the main cover. But I decided to go ahead and not do that because this cover was much more expensive, double the price. And like I said, I'm cheap on these things. So to me, I'm like, I'll buy the A cover and I'll get everything that they're going to give me free. And I always hope for prints or something like this card for the difference, you know, to get more of the same art that you would have had to pay for to get that on a cover. And I don't have any postcards like that, so I'm really excited about that. Then they gave you a version of cover A as well. So that looks really good. I like that. And then you got another of the Bud Root covers. And I liked these, but I didn't think that they were necessarily like his best covers. I really like this one a lot. This was the one I almost got if I was going to get the Bud Root covers. But I don't always, you know, I like his art, but sometimes it's much better than other times. So this time it was just okay. I didn't want to go crazy on buying these. This I was super excited about. And this was, because you can spend a lot of money on these Kickstarters. I mean, right down to original art. A lot of times they'll say the original cover art. They'll say you signed editions and everything. I mean, sometimes the price tag on these things is like $700-800. So I'm not going down that route. This is a metal, like a metal card. It's interesting that they didn't go ahead and just make it a magnet, but it's really cool. It's got like a gloss finish to it. See if I can get it. The glare is probably going to stop you from being able to see too much what's going on, but there you go. So this was another one of the covers that Andrew Mangum did. I think this might have been the B cover. So, but very cool. I like it a lot. And that metal is super nice. And it comes in this little protective sleeve, which I don't usually keep things in. But in this case, I'm going to let it live in there. And then what else? You also got a digital comic book, which was cool. And that came out, which was really nice. The digital comic came out right when the main book released. So as soon as the Kickstarter ended, they went ahead and sent you the digital comic. And also, let's see if I have a picture of it. The magic of television. Bing! They also sent you this cool wallpaper, like desktop wallpaper. And it has kind of a slice, if you will, of all the main covers, which you saw a lot of here in the postcards and things. So that's pretty cool. Love that. And I've had this on my desktop at home ever since I got it. So real excited about that. Love that. And I just realized that you can't see my Cavewoman figure here, which I've had for a little while. So this is not new, but always worth taking a gander at the Cavewoman figure. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much it. I was real excited to get this. There's already been 2 or 3 more that I've also supported. Let's see. There's Cavewoman Metal Age 2, which spawned almost exactly on the heels of this one. And then there's another one that was like a Devin Massey's greatest hits. And I'm not crazy about Devin Massey's art. In fact, I really don't care for it at all. But there was a cover that came out for that one that I did spend a little extra on because it was a naughtier cover, and it was by an artist that I had not seen before, and it was absolutely fantastic. So you'll see that coming up when it arrives. I was pleased with the speed of this. I thought it came out pretty quick. So, and again, the shipping was like $10. So in the end, I spent $18 for all this stuff. And I tell you, the digital wallpaper was worth it right there because I'm super enjoying that. And to get to read the book digitally without having to crack the spine on this, if you wanted to keep it as a collector's item or whatever, is pretty cool feature too. So love what Emerald's doing on these Kickstarters. They're not, I mean, they're an independent company. They're actually not that, I mean, they're in Diamond. So anytime I see a book that's in Diamond, I'm like, you know, how much of an indie is that? Of course it is, but they're definitely doing the right thing via this Kickstarter. I absolutely love it. giving you a lot of free stuff. I also supported Elvira's Kickstarter for one of her comic books. So I like to get involved in those things. I prefer them better than the Indiegogos. I don't think they're just as good. I like the Kickstarter because you kind of know what you're getting, and I always wait until it's already funded. That way I know that I'm not just throwing money at something that's not going to get funded. But these got funded like as soon as they go live, they get funded in like 3 hours. So you don't have to worry about that. All right, well, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed that, and we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. Remember to read a comic, support a comic, and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.